seafood pasta. As you see, I have my ingredients on my counter. So I'm going to start on this end. First of all, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thank you for everyone that has been holding in so far with me. All right, so as I said in the beginning, I'm doing seafood pasta. I have 2 lobster tails. If you don't do lobster, that's fine. You can do crab. You can omit the crab. That's up to you. But this is what I got yesterday. Wild caught cold water lobster tails with butter. Okay. So I have to cook these. They are not done yet. And I have some mushrooms here that I've already washed and rinsed. Make sure that you take the time to wash and rinse your mushrooms. Sour cream for my cheese sauce. I got Fiesta blend and I got sharp cheddar. Also, I'm making my own garlic cheese toast. I have my lettuce and tomato for my salad. These are extra large shrimp, which I'm going to cut in half for my dish. I have my water boiling over here for my rotini noodles. I'm going to use these today. I have my Parmesan cheese, which needs to be over here with my other cheese to go in my cheese sauce. I have some minced garlic, black pepper, some more garlic powder, oregano, season all, and I use the salt for my water. So when we come back, we're going to get into this recipe. Recipe will be in the description box. Let's get into it. All right now. Okay, I cut my shrimp in half. These was extra large, but I wanted to cut them in half to stretch the shrimp. I used a bag and maybe a half of extra large shrimp. So now I'm going to season my shrimp. Move these over. Move this over a little bit. Use any seasoning that you want. I'm going to use a little sazon. Use a little sazon on my shrimp and my lobster. Some black pepper and a little oregano and season all. So I'm just going to go in. And then I'm going to saute the shrimp in my pan over on the other side. Just want to lightly go in. If you don't eat shrimp, you can use scallops, any other kind of seafood that you like. I always say to make the dish your own. I'm just going to season it very well. I'm going to put a little garlic powder on here. And some of the sazon. Okay, then I'm going to put the sazon on. I'm going to turn my pan on over here so it can start heating up. You can put a little butter or margarine in there. And you just, I'm going to take my hands and make sure it's mixed in real good. And you just toss it around in the seasoning like that. Okay. It smells wonderful. Okay. Now we're going to, so we're just going to let that hang out there while I get my pan ready. We'll go over to the other side. And we're going to get this pan ready for the shrimp and the lobster tails. Give them a nice rinse. some butter in here, a good amount, because I want to make sure that shrimp has plenty of butter to cook in. Make sure you melt it all the way down. And I'm going to put this water on my pasta up some so it can start boiling. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my lobster tails, except I'm going to put them, I need to put them in some water or something. They can cook separately. Let's see, will it fit in here? Shell or your lobster is orange, bright orange. That's when it's done. Alright, so we're going to put lobster tail in here. I already always wash it out no matter what. I know some people probably don't, but I do. And so I'm going to put some of the sazon on here as well. Alright, I'm going to add some black pepper. Water off. Black pepper. Some garlic. It's a lengthy dish. It's not a 1, 2, 3 dish, so plan to be in the kitchen for a little bit. Okay, and then a little seasoning. So I'm going to turn this on, put it on the back burner, and let that go. Get started. So now my butter is melting. I'm going to add my shrimp in. Just get some garlic here. I'm going to add in the shrimp. You just want to saute them, not overcook them, but saute them until they turn that pink color. Oh, it smells good. Okay. Give my board a rinse, and when I come back, I'm going to show you the next step. So my water is boiling. As you see, my shrimp is looking pretty good. And I'm just going to let them continue to cook. Now, like I said, I got rotini. Well, if I'm saying it right. So I'm going to put this in. I think 1 box should be enough because pasta, it expands. So I think 1 box should be enough. I do have another box if I need to put just a little bit more in there. And we'll put just a little bit more because once I put the shrimp and I cut up the lobster, it's going to be a lot. Just a little bit more. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to stir this in. So you want to cook it till it's not fully all the way because it's going to finish cooking in the oven. Toss back. Shrimp is almost done. It's really done. So no, wait a minute. Okay, that one's not. Make sure you turn it around so there. Okay, so a few more minutes on the shrimp, and then I'm going to put a lid on the pasta so it can finish cooking. And then when I come back, I will be probably draining the pasta because it'll be done. And adding my shrimp. I'm letting my lobster get ready. So stay. My shrimp is ready, so I'm going to turn them off. And just put them in this bowl, let them hang out until the rest of the dish is ready. So you only want to cook them until they turn that color, the pink color, like I told you. And of course, you can't really tell with this because the sazon turns it on. But you will know when you don't see no more of the gray color on the shrimp that they're done. But you don't want to overcook them. Then they'll be tough and rubbery. You don't want that. So I'm just going to pour all of this in here. Get all that yumminess in there. Okay, and then I'm just going to let that hang out. Oh, and it looks so good. So I'm just going to let that sit to the side. And then we'll move this over. We're going to still working on our pasta. We're going to check it to see. You might my stove off first. I'm behind on the stove. Check and see how these noodles are coming along. They're still kind of hard. I'm going to let them cook a little bit more because I want them to finish cooking in the oven. So while this is happening, we're going to start on, when I come back, we're going to start on a cheese sauce, which is what we're using for the sauce for the pasta. Okay, I am back. I'm about to start my cheese sauce. My pasta is ready. It's not all the way fully cooked because I want to let it finish cooking in the oven. So I'm just starting with a little margarine or butter, if you use butter, either one. Okay, and then I'm going to do a tablespoon or two of flour. This is your foundation for your cheese sauce. You want it to help thicken the sauce, so that's why you use flour. And my spoon fell on the floor. So we're gonna take our whisk and just, you want to make sure you watch it. You don't want it to burn. That's the worst thing you can have is a burnt taste. And you want to add a little bit more margarine here in your cheese sauce. And you must watch your cheese sauce once it starts cooking, because you don't want it to scorch, which is another word for burn. So I see my lobster tails over there is doing good. They're boiling. I got them in some nice seasoning. And turn this up a little tad. And you just want to keep mixing it in like you're doing a gravy. But this is your roux. That's what it's called. Just let this combine together. I gotta get the milk out. You just want to make sure that you have plenty of liquid. I always, when I'm doing a recipe, I always add extra because I don't like dry dishes. So I always add extra. So you just want to make sure your flour, your butter is all mixed in. Now you're going to add in, I'm going to eyeball this. I'm going to say 2.5 cups of milk. Okay? But I know I'm probably going to use more. But I'm putting in 2. So scratch the half. I'm putting in 2 cups. Okay. I'll leave that over to the side just in case. I'm going to keep stirring this in to this mixture. I'm going to add Parmesan cheese. You can use fresh, but I'm using the one that's grated. But you're welcome to use your own. So I'm just using Parmesan, about a cup of that. Cup of that, nice cup of that. And then we want to stir that in. So make sure you keep whisking it in so this flour with the butter also can mix in correctly until it's smooth. Okay, I'm going to add to that some oregano. You want the same taste in the cheese sauce that you have on your meat, your seafood, which is your shrimp and your lobster. To this, I'm going to add some minced garlic. Nice tablespoon of the minced garlic, like so. It's smelling good in here. Okay, and then I'm going to add black pepper. So, as you know, I won't have to really season the pasta because I'm adding all of the seasoning in the cheese sauce. Okay, then we're going to add a little seasoning on. Gotta have some salt. I want bland food. A little seasoning. And then we're going to continue to whisk. See, it's getting thick. That's what you want. And I probably will add a little more milk as I get this cheese sauce going. But you want to make sure you whisk it real good. Flour and the butter still haven't all the way settled in. I smell that Parmesan cheese, y'all. Okay. So you just want to keep whisking. Then I'm going to add some of the fiesta blend cheese, which is a mixture of, it's Monterey Jack cheddar and Quizzo cheese. And this is good cheese to use on a good dish like this. So we're going to just go in with the whole bag. I'm using the whole bag. So I probably will be adding some more liquid so it can mix well. I'm just going to mix all the cheese in. And I'm going to add in some more liquid. It's looking pretty good, y'all. I'm going to give it a taste. I'm going to turn it down a tad too. And I'm going to give it a taste to see if there's any more seasoning or salt. Okay. Now let's see what we're working with here. Okay, salt-wise is good. Seasoning is good. I am going to add some sour cream in, but you want to make sure you temper it first. I'm getting my sour cream right here. I'm just going to add in, just for extra creaminess, it just really gives it a good, I'm going to put a little bit in my cup, and then I'm going to add a little of my cheese sauce from here in the cup. So this helps temper your egg, whatever, when you're adding egg or anything to a dish. Because if you put it in like that, well, as far as the egg, it will scramble it. So I'm just going to put a couple of tablespoons of sour cream in. And then I'm going to add it to my mixture. So you just want to make sure you stir it in real good. Like so. Like that. Okay, my lobster looking good over here. And then we're going to add this to the mixture. Cheese mixture. And we're going to add a little more milk in as well. Because I want to make sure I have plenty of sauce for my... Yes. This is looking pretty good. Okay, then we're going to add a little more milk in. Just a little tad. Then we're going to turn the cheese sauce down on low because we don't want it to like cook. We don't want it to burn. We don't want it to have that taste in there, that burnt taste. Trust me, I've made mistakes before. I wish I had some parsley. I don't have any parsley. And I didn't think about it out of all the 5 times I went to the store this week. But, let's see. Maybe I can get a taster over here to taste this cheese sauce. Taster. Like to taste this cheese sauce? It's hot. Add a little more pepper in. And a little more Parmesan. I'm gonna let you taste it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get this whisk, and then I'm gonna let my taster taste it. Just a little dab for him.
Cheesy.
Cheesy. Do I have enough salt?
Yep.
All right.
Just a pinch more.
Pinch more salt?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just added some milk. So when you add liquid to anything that you're cooking, you do have to revamp on the salt. So that is correct. So I'll just add a little more salt. And I'm going to add a little more oregano in here. And that will be all. And then I'm just going to let this sauce sit for a few more minutes, maybe about 5 more minutes, and I'm going to turn it off. So I don't want it to scorch. And I want to make sure I have enough. So when we come back, or when I come back, I will be bringing this seafood pasta dish together. All right now. Okay, I am back. My cheese sauce is ready. I'm letting it rest. My lobster tails are ready. I'm letting them cool off before I cut them and put it with the shrimp and the pasta. But I am going to add my mushrooms into my sauce. And we're just going to whisk those in. If you don't want the mushrooms in yours, you don't have to have it in there. I like mushrooms, and I think they take the dish up to another level. So when I come back, the lobster tails will be cut so I can put it in with the pasta and everything, and then I'll show you how I'm going to build it. Okay, I am back, and a friend here is showing you how to peel the lobster tail. He said from what? The back?
From the front to the back.
From front to the back. Okay, and then I don't know if you're going to cut up. You're going to cut it up or I'm going to cut it up? Okay, he said he'll cut it up. And then we're going to build this pasta dish. I'll put it all together, put it in the oven, bake it for about 30 minutes. 30-35 minutes. Until your noodles is all, because I didn't cook them all the way because I wanted to make sure they don't overcook. So I want to finish cooking them in the oven. And then I will show you lastly, how I'm going to do my garlic cheese toast. And then we have a salad over here to make, which is lettuce and tomato, onion, and simple. I don't buy no cucumber, but something simple. So he is taking the lobster out of the shell. And then he's going to discard of all the shell. Wash his hands, and then he's going to cut it up. Ah, that's the screen door. So he's going to
put it in there.
You can. He's using the kitchen shears to cut it. Oh, it looks so good. I can't wait. I went to the store last night to get crab legs, but they didn't have any crab legs. So, and these was the last 2 lobster tails, and I snatched them up. Because evidently I'm not the only one eating seafood. So, once he finished cutting up the lobster, then I'm going to build this nice creamy cheesy seafood pasta casserole. Okay, so now he has the lobster cut up. I'm about to start building this pasta dish. Okay, he's just reinforcing it back into the seasoning sauce that was there. And so I'm going to take our pasta. I did add a little warm water to this while I was sitting here, so I'm going to keep my pasta nice. One thing I don't like, thank you. One thing I don't like is when it sticks together from the starch. Some people don't drain their starch. I do. I rinse my pasta. Some people don't. But it's all up to what you like. So I'm putting my pasta in here, and then I'm going to add my shrimp. I'm going to add my lobster. My mushrooms is already in the cheese sauce, so I don't have to add them in. Make sure I spread this out. I have enough room here. That's a lot of pasta. And I didn't say before, but you can use any kind of pasta you want. I chose rotini this time. Something different. You can use any kind you like. More. Okay. So we're about to switch sides here. And this over here. And that over there. Then we're going to add in our shrimp. Add the shrimp in. Oh, and it looks so good. I tasted one chili. So good. Okay. So we're gonna put this over there. Then we're gonna add lobster. Which is not that much, but it's enough. It's a shell right there. Don't want that in there. Okay, so we got all the lobster in. So to make it like a lot of lobster, you probably need about 4 tails. But like I said, they didn't even have hardly any seafood at Walmart last night. Hardly none. Okay, so we just want to mix this in with the pasta. It looks so pretty. I wish I had some parsley. That would really set this off. But I'm going to add in some more of the oregano. And then we're going to add, just stir this in real quick. And then we're going to add in our cheese sauce. Oh, this looks so good. I'm going to give it another whisk before you pour it in. Oh, this looks so good. There we go. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna stir this in first. We want to make sure that it coats all the noodles. Oh, this looks great. And then we're going to add the rest of the cheese sauce. So you just want to make sure it's coated well. All the noodles, stir from the bottom. Oh, this looks good. Like I said, you can use more seafood. You can use whatever kind of seafood you like. But I chose shrimp and lobster. Okay. Stir this in some more from the bottom. We want to make sure we got enough sauce. Then we're going to add the rest of the cheese sauce. Yes. Oh, that looks good. Make sure we get it all in here. Let's not want that. Okay. And then we're going to give it another stir. I'm going to give y'all a close-up on this goodness here. Look at that. Something is still on. It's cooking the thing. I heard my oven going off. I mean, my stove. Okay, so we're just going to make sure all the noodles is coated. Okay. All the noodles is coated. Stir from the bottom. Move them around. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to press it down some. Smooth it out. Because it's about to go in the oven, y'all. Okay. We're going to bake it 350 for about 30 minutes. Because the shrimp is already done. Pasta, it's almost there. It's about there. And the lobster is done. So, only thing you're doing is letting all the seasoning marry together. Okay, so on top of this, I'm going to add some Italian crumbs. You can omit this if you want, but I'm just going to put just a tad of it on top. That's it. I don't want a lot, just a little. And when I come back, I'll show you the finished product. All right now. I'm back. I'm going to show you how to do my garlic toast. I have several ways I do it. lights if I can get on here. Okay. Sometimes I'll melt the butter in the microwave and brush it on, which I might do that just to show you guys. So let me get pan here, and I'll take my butter, look it in the microwave for a few minutes. But before I do that, kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to add some garlic powder. You can also roast some fresh garlic if you want. I'm going to add my oregano, or sometimes I use the Italian flakes. And then we're going to melt this for a few seconds. See how that come out? And while that's doing that, I'm going to get my brush out. The little brush that I use to put on, use the brush on the butter mixture. Now that's a quick way. And also you can add, if you want, you can add Parmesan cheese if you want in the mixture. I'm going to just do some sharp cheddar. So let's see if it's melted enough. Yep, it is. Stir it around a little bit and then finish. So when you melt it, it should look like that. And you can just take your brush and swirl it around a little bit. And you just want to brush some of the butter on it. It smells so good. It's so quick and easy to make your own stuff. And it's more authentic. Now, trust me, I have my days where I don't want to do this, and I will buy me some garlic toast. So don't get it twisted, y'all. But this is Sunday dinner. Sunday dinner is all homemade. I did a pound cake this morning, homemade, and the pasta, seafood pasta, homemade. So there's nothing wrong with that. We just want to make sure that you got butter mixture all over the bread. Put it on there. If you want to put some more oregano flakes, you can. I'll just sometimes do it like this to make sure it's all over my bread. Like so. There you go. And there you have it. If you want more, you can always add more. Okay. I'm going to open my cheese and sprinkle the cheese on top of this. I'm going to use this cheese or the other cheese. I think I want to use the other cheese. It's more of a different brand. I don't have no more of the other brand. I only have 2 bags. Okay, so I guess I have to use this. Thought I had 2 bags of it. I might have used it. Oh, I did use it in my hamburger dip the other day. Okay, so we just want to make sure you got cheese all over the toast. And it's going to melt. I'm going to put it in now while the pasta is baking. And so it'll be already ready. My salad is ready. I just did lettuce and tomato. Nothing fancy, a little cheese in it. That's all. Nothing fancy. Just a little light. And then if you want, you can sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on this as well. So I think I might. Okay. One more to go. So, you got your garlic cheese toast, and I'm going to sprinkle it with maybe just a little more oregano on top. Get that food color. Yep. Here we go. And I'm going to show you a close-up of the goodness here. It's about to go in the oven. So you want to make sure you bake this at 350 or 375. It's already on 350 because I got my pasta dish in there. But bake it for like 5 to 10 minutes, 10 at the most. But you don't want it to burn. We're gonna put this on the second stove. Watch it closely. My oven cooks fast. Some have slower ovens. It might take longer, but I'll say no more than 10 minutes, and it shouldn't even take that long. So 5 to 8, I'll say that. And when I come back, this is the last time, y'all, I will be bringing the dish out the oven, showing you the final product. All right, now. I am back with the finished product. Y'all, this look good. This is my seafood casserole with shrimp, lobster, mushrooms, cheese sauce, and pasta. And here is my garlic cheese toast. We about to eat, y'all. We are about to eat. So, if you want to see more recipes like this, get a close up on that cheese toast and a close up on that pasta. Please subscribe to your girl. Thank you for everyone that's still been holding in there with me. Until next time, from Joy and Sweet and Savory Creations. Bye-bye.